Guys, before I talk about the gameplay in this series and stuff, let me start out by giving you a few details of what's going to happen to this very underrated, well, not underrated, this very not well-known channel. I will not be doing as many commentaries, not because I am a hypocrite of the whole there being, against the whole there are too many commentators thing, but mainly because I am just getting tired of doing commentaries. I mean, they were fun at first, but doing one every video is just, it's just kind of an overkill, and I do not really, I do not like the sound of my own voice at all when I play back my videos. I just like to hear, my regular voice and stuff, so, I mean, I'd like to hear regular game. See, look, there's a perfect example. I cannot commentate well. I daydream about things while I commentate, and my voice sounds terrible, and I talk like a 12-year-old trying to commentate. Well, that's not a 12-year-old, but like an amateur commentator, which I kind of am, and I'm not talking about like in terms of voice pitch, I'm talking about of what to talk about. I point out the obvious, I say things that a bunch of people have already said, I say retarded things, like, you should put a Spaz 12, you should put a silencer on the Spaz 12 because it's overpowered. That was stupid. Stuff like that. I'm kind of tired of hearing my own voice and hearing stupid stuff like that. I'm not a good commentator, so I will be doing commentaries, I just will not be doing them as often. I will be doing commentaries on this series, and if I ever need to do an update or something, and expect a live commentary for my first game of Black Ops when it comes out. But in the meantime, I'm going to be playing Fallout New Vegas, which comes out in like 2 weeks from tomorrow, so I'm pretty psyched for that, and I'll be playing that for a while instead of Call of Duty, because Fallout 3 is the greatest game that I've played in my entire life, just no doubt. But I've been off topic for too long. Today is the second episode of A Shot in the Dark, and for those of you just joining us, A Shot in the Dark is a series where I use random guns with thermal scopes. So in this case, I'm using the Vector Thermal. And this gun, well, it's alright for a thermal anyway. This gun's already got low recoil, and so the thermal scope does obviously give it more recoil, but if you burst fire this gun, you can snipe people with it, and there I go on a 3-death streak, and it shows how pro I'm not. Hold on one second. My bad, my dog wanted to go out. If you're going to use any kind of gun with thermal, use sleight of hand, because it takes hours to aim down the sight, and sleight of hand really helps. Stopping power, that would depend on what gun you're using. Most thermal guns, I'd say go with it. Yeah, I think pretty much every gun you'd need it, because with thermal, you've got a lot less accuracy unless you're using a sniper rifle, and you want to be able to take them down with as few shots as possible. And Ninja, I just use that because even though I don't have a headset, other people do, and don't want to risk being heard. Yeah, that's right. So yeah, I tried really hard to get a good game with this gun, and I probably could if I spent a lot of time, but I'm just really lazy, and I wanted to move on to a different gun, because I don't like using the same gun over and over again, which even though there are a lot of people that enjoy using, FAMAS Red Dot and UMP Silenced, I don't actually like using the same gun over and over again. So I just got this decent game and decided to upload it anyway. Kill streaks 579, Predator, Harrier, Pavlo, but my secondary is the Magnum with a tack knife, just cause. Yeah, so Vector Thermal, you can actually do really good with this gun, even in close quarters, if you have sleight of hand, or even without it, because this gun is really accurate, and it's got a high rate of fire. The obvious downside of this gun is that it's so weak, but it's otherwise a really good gun if you put stopping power on it. Oh, by the way, I'm so glad there's no stopping power in Black Ops, because I always thought that guns should be as powerful as they are, and when there's stopping power, you just, feel the need to use it, because other people are using it, and the only way you're going to do as good is if you, put stopping power on as well. So no stopping power, no Juggernaut, so I'm probably going to end up using either Flak Jacket, yeah, flak jacket. I don't know why I want to say flap jacket, like flapjacks, or ghost, which is basically cold-blooded. I think that's what it's called, but I could be wrong. And yeah, so Black Ops, I've already talked about it. It looks sexy, but so did Modern Warfare 2, but we'll just see. A lot of Modern Warfare 2's problems seem to be fixed in it. You know, I'm really getting off topic. This is supposed to be about this gun that I'm reviewing with a thermal scope. Yeah, you can snipe with this gun pretty well. Just, if you're going to snipe with it, it's normally about like a 4-shot kill or a 5-shot kill, somewhere around there. And plus, as you see there, you can also use it in close quarters, which is pretty nice. But yeah, this gun's alright for a thermal scope. It's one of my favorite guns to put a thermal scope on. And this gun, its obvious downsides are, you know, it's a thermal scope, so your accuracy is decreased, and this gun's got a fast rate of fire, and although that doesn't really, like, make you less accurate with a thermal scope, assuming that you're going to fire in bursts, it does drain your ammo pretty fast, and with scavenger, you can't have sleight of hand and scavenger, so you cannot, and you pretty much need sleight of hand on any thermal gun, trust me, it will help you so much in any way. So let me go ahead, a quick evaluation, even though this video kind of cuts short. This gun, hold on, let me check my iPod, I was writing something down. Alright, its pros are, it's accurate, even in automatic fire, you can still snipe people with it. It's decently powerful, it's got moderately low recoil, it's still pretty good also in close quarters combat, because you can scope in with it, and you can also, you know, hip fire with it. Its only cons are, you know, besides the fact that you decrease its accuracy, is that, like I said, it's got a fast rate of fire, so you've got pretty low ammo. Would I recommend it? Yeah, if you want to have a fun time, just go around and play around with a thermal gun, then yeah, this gun's pretty decent. So yeah, that's all I gotta say about this gun, and I will see you guys in the next episode, which should be up soon. Alright, I'm done talking. Bye.